All right, and we're live. Welcome to another episode of Nanteleod's Legacy. The year is 502. We're in episode 3. Let's quickly meet our knights, and then we'll get into business. We'll start with Yampa.
What's up, guys? It's Yampa playing Sorone. And yeah, pretty good to be happy. Pretty good to be happy to be back. Yeah, that's English, right?
Yeah,
That was-
English.
Yeah? All right. Wergar.
Hey guys, we're here playing Cercalis and glad to be back on the road to war.
On the road to war. Indeed. All right. On to Drax.
Yeah, Drax playing Sir Rain, hoping to get this war stuff done and try to get my familiar home back. Now that the uncle's dead.
Indeed. All right, and Bert.
I'm Bart playing Sir Cormac, who, once again, somehow... it's neither here nor there. Let's just move on to Gwydia at this point.
All right. On to Trent.
Hello, I'm playing Trent, and everything is great. Good is stoked. We get to go to war.
All right. Cyber Bro.
Howdy, I'm Cyberbro. I'm playing Lucius, who I'm sure has left this sword somewhere.
Yep, there is Salt. Where there is Lucius, there is Salt.
Yeah.
All right, so just a quick recap. I'll turn the music down a tad. There you go. All right, so when we last left off, you had ridden to the castle of Sir Saraviz, and you were not dragging him. You were escorting him back to Glevum, the city of Glevum, to meet Nanteleod.
Yep.
All right.
Yes,
He
we're
requested a
very
meeting.
Diplomatic.
We are going to be diplomatic about it.
Hopefully.
With our swords.
No, absolutely
Diplomatic.
not.
With swords. Like no, that's
Well,
You know
if you
what?
say
Fine.
so.
Lucius, if you want to sit there and be diplomatic with swords, you can be diplomatic with swords against my diplomacy with hammer.
That's fair.
all right. Let's see. We're gonna go with Bert and Drax. I need a D100 from both of you, please.
D100 from.
All right. Let me get back over there.
A 3.
D100. Eins!
3 to 1. Okay. Let's talk about this.
3, not 3.
It's a tree.
Is it a tree?
It is a tree.
Thrivisky.
Okay. All right. I will take awareness -5 or battle rules from y'all.
Interesting.
Awareness -5 or battle. Whew.
Ambush coming.
I'm
Yeah.
taking the soldier myself.
Dude, I usually pass this.
I should have probably. I would have got crit with awareness -5. God damn it.
I don't know what's going on.
Has anyone seen my salt?
I passed an awareness check. Yeah.
Okay, this is a good thing because you got a crit on the squad, and that's what you want.
I know
in this
everything.
case. While you're riding through the, let's pull it up here. While you're riding through the low hills, the road through the low hills, inside of Gloucester, you guys are kind of traveling together. You're escorting this lord, who has probably 2 of his own knights as escort, and it's about that point that I think so. Starting with Rune's critical. Rune, you just get a bad feeling about it. That you can't even place what it is that you in your mind is different from the last time you went through this road. That you've traveled somewhat often, right? But right now, something about it is off. It's maybe a little quieter than you'd expect it to be. No sign of nearby wildlife or game. No sighting of anyone you've passed by in the last half hour, and it's just resonating to you that this is a bad spot to be at. You feel uneasy. You have obviously a disadvantage from anyone that might ambush you from the hillsides as you kind of ride closer to what looks like a really decent choke point for an ambush. For those that see it, just hold off for a sec. We're going to give Rune that critical response first, and then we'll go from there. What do you want to do with this, Rune? This is a bit of
Are we already at that spot that we're like off?
No, you with the crit, you see the choke point ahead on the road.
All right, since it's like a very strong urge, I'm just gonna stop my horse, put my hand on my sword, and turn to the others and go like, "There's something amiss." And up front looks like a very bad idea to traverse right now.
Okay, those who passed, we're gonna go through this. Those who passed battle, now that that's been called out, you're picking up on the same thing, and I'm gonna get to Rain in a second with his awareness roll.
I will draw my blade also and look around for foes.
Okay, don't make
Right.
an awareness test yet. Rain, just up ahead, it's kind of it's around a bend, which is where the road narrows a bit. You can see that in general there's a lot of the hillsides are quite wild, so there's a lot of smaller trees in this position that would be perfect to hide behind. And you swear just up ahead as you kind of look, you swear you see a little bit of movement with your awareness test. Like you see something kind of move. Again, you guys are probably like 200 meters away, 300 meters away. Be further actually. We're like 500 meters, let's say, with that crit. So
Rain kept his tone relatively low because he didn't want to like give away the fact that he spotted the movement, but he wanted to alert the rest. And he spoke up ahead, side of the bend right there. There was movement.
Was it the right side or the left side, Zerain?
left side.
What was it? Sorry.
Left side.
The left.
Scarlett will nod his head. Then I would suggest we push the left side and overrun their position. If we are to be ambushed, it'd probably be our best option.
I'll stay with our
Gwydir
escort.
spurs his steed forward.
What was that?
Gwydir spurs his steed forward, nodding at that.
Sure, Collis will chase after.
Cormac's following suit.
So Rain is staying with our escort.
I'll stay with the escort.
One sec. I gotta test something with him.
Well, yeah. I mean, he might jet too. So
Yeah.
No? That was a test of his valor. I don't think it means that he's cowardly. I think it means that he's willing to put it aside to play the part of a noble here. Okay. So you guys are gonna run up the left side. So you just to kind of set the scene with then enough of these battle tests, we can say that you guys have a good sense of it. This is pretty uneven ground to be, charging horses over, so it's going to be very difficult to get a charge bonus. That being said, you can stay mounted on the horse if you wish. Sometimes it won't provide the mounted bonus. It just depends on whether or not I got a little mechanic-y thing to test that with, depending on whether they have even ground or not with you. The horse will stop you, however, from usually having a lower point of position. So there's still an advantage to remaining mounted. That being said, if you tumble off the horse, it might be a little more rough when you're on a hillside. So, because you don't necessarily you start the tumble, you don't necessarily stop immediately. So, yeah. All right. So, let me update. This music's way too slow for this. Let's spike it up. Let's see. I have something here. No. Keep wanting to go to that one, but that's not it. Let's try this. Yeah, okay. So I was looking for. All right, folks. As you all move to charge in, you are facing an ambush party who no longer have an advantage on you. So let's see what happens. Okay. So we're gonna go through kind of one at a time. We're gonna try to keep this a little more cinematic, but we'll keep the general premise of this quite well. So you're gonna be able to. One sec. Let me just pull up your opponents. Sorry, I rolled to see if you guys had a random event, and you do. So, let me just pull up your opponents here. What I love about this setting is I've been spending so much time running / like doing stuff with this whole era in Pendragon. It's like nothing really feels random. Like you can roll random, but I also have like 100 NPCs in the back pocket and what their motivations are at all times, which
everything
makes
has
it,
a reason you
yeah,
beforehand.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's how I like to run games as well. You know, I kind of like to be surprised by the things that occur, but then
yeah, it makes it fun to run, and if you do it cleanly enough, like sometimes I'll show you behind the veil, but I like the improv side. It's fun, and it keeps it a little less static. You know, I don't like modules.
Yeah.
They're coarse and they get everywhere. One second. Tree. Okay, we'll use this. This is pretty good. All right, so your choice. You will get a +5 to your opponent or not, and we're gonna start with Gwydir and then move right. So it's gonna be Gwydir, Lucius, Rune, Collis, Rain, Cormac. Okay, we're gonna kind of go that way. So Gwydir, you can choose to do a D20 +5. But if you have the +5, you're more likely to face like a more threatening opponent. Otherwise, if you're rolling like standard D20, you might end up against their archers, like overrunning their archers and stuff, which isn't necessarily a bad thing at this point. You're not clear on numbers yet. We'll get to that. You guys aren't a full Conroy, but you're facing one.
I got it. 21.
Okay, 21. All right.
Give me that king. Every king. I want every
Right. No king. There will be no king
All
here.
the kings,
Yeah.
except for the High King.
There is, however, a veteran knight.
That's a knight. The
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. When you are ready, Gwydir, first thing I want you to do is I want you to test your horsemanship versus this guy's dex.
I'm wondering if I should be impassioning.
Do you want to succeed?
I do want to succeed. I like succeeding.
Then you probably don't want to impassion.
First roll is
I will warn you.
Warlord.
So because this is not like this will be not a big battle. This is a one scene, so you can impassion once for the whole thing. But if you go mad or if you go in melancholic, it'll also be for the whole scene. So
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the King's Road, right? If it's not now, it will be.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Okay. Take
Okay.
that shit. Roll that shit.
Okay, lucky. You will have the height advantage in this case.
Nice.
Ooh.
That helps.
That is worth 16.
Oh, right. It was your loyalty lord you were testing. Okay, so all that does is gives you the height advantage in your roll.
Ah, yes.
So.
Nice. And now I will stab the man. I have stabbed a man.
Very
All right.
brutally.
You have indeed. All right, give me your damage, good sir.
Hell yeah. Don't know who this guy is, but it's a bad day to beat him. So what have I got? 7 plus 4, yeah? Yeah, 11. Okay. 48.
Ooh, yeah.
Sorry, bro.
That's a very bad day.
Some guy.
Lord.
Who the fuck?
Yeah, that night drops.
Yeah.
Decapitate him immediately.
Yeah, he is dead. Okay. You'll get
Get off my road!
you get 20 glory for this guy. I'm gonna quickly figure out where he's from. He does not have coat of arms. Sorry, he just does technically. It's a mercenary's coat of arms.
Oh. Does it have a fucking black dog on it, Bob?
No, it has it's quartered. But it has the letters SPQR on it.
Yeah.
Yes, you son of a bitch. He killed Matic.
No, he didn't. Maddox's sitting right here.
Okay. We will move to Lucius.
Lucius is I think that he's staying around. He's escorting the guy, so he's staying around the night that we're escorting back. Doing the boring job, but necessary.
Necessary? Okay. All right. Okay. Give me an awareness roll, good sir.
All right, awareness roll. I'm going to impassion myself with the source and the Nanteleod.
Okay.
Success.
All right. Plus, is that a plus 10 automatically? It is, right?
I have my score in that one is 21, so I don't know if it's automatically plus 10, but would it be plus 5? It is. Oh, snap!
Yeah, because you're
You're a fanatic.
Yeah.
I'm bought in completely. You know, this is like behind the music, the Beatles, like early albums. Like, success.
Okay. You spot an archer just like closer to where you are. Like it looked like they were going to potentially this was going to be a pincer point, and they were going to shoot from the back here. So you see him moving, moving within threat range and starting to aim his bow at your charge. You're defending.
Okay. Am I with the time that I've noticed this? Am I able to run him down? Run the archer down? Then I'll do that. I'll let Sir Rain know. Archer, I'm running him down, and run down the archer. I'll be back.
Okay. I think seeing that, he's gonna panic. Let's see what his valor is. It's not gonna be much. He's an archer.
Don't run. You'll only die tired.
right?
Yeah, yes, exactly.
So he fails outright. He is going to try to run away from you. So let's start with that horsemanship roll plus 10 in this case.
Here's the question. I'm a knight. He's running away from me. I don't think. Is it right and proper for me to run this guy down and butcher him? Or since he's like turned tail, letting him like run off, you know?
Chivalry does not yet exist, so I think that comes down to your mercy is the question, or your
Okay.
just. You could take it from either angle.
I'm only an 11 in just, but I'm a 15 in merciful.
Do you want to test or do you want to make the call? You could do mercy versus cruel. It's not necessarily a super cruel thing to run an archer down, because archers are considered like they're considered cowards to knights, right? It's a cowardly way to fight, at least in this game. That's the way they describe it.
I rolled a knight that fights with a bow at some point for the setting.
Okay, so no worries. I'll run him down.
Do you want to test it first? Do you want to?
You know what? Yeah, let's test it. Okay, so just click merciful. No bonuses, I assume. Failure. Okay. Cruel. Failure on both.
So failure on both. I think that neither is motivating you. Maybe it's just a sense of eliminating a threat.
Yeah, just very procedural. Yes. Okay, Archer, put him down. Gotcha.
So with that, why don't you, when you're ready, you can make a horsemanship roll versus dex.
And the horsemanship is plus 10, correct?
Yes.
All right. Submit. Success.
Okay. So you get a position where you get to add your +5 to your spear as you chase him down, or sword, whatever you're using.
I'll use the sword. +5.
Okay. He tries to dodge out of the way, but you manage to just cut him down. Give me your damage.
All right.
Did you add +15 to your sword?
No, I only put 5 in +5. My sword is naturally an 18.
Yeah, so your sword is a base 18. You would add +10. You would add +10 from being impassioned. So.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so it was +10. Does that
be a crit? Yeah.
Okay. Snap.
Yeah. So you can click or you just roll an extra 4d6 for me.
Okay, just one /R 1 for 1d4. You mean?
Yeah, no,
4d6.
just right 4d6. Yeah.
Oh, 46. Good God.
Okay. Yeah, critical. Everyone knows a crit, except for the people on the other end.
34 damage total. That guy is dead because he doesn't have armor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right in the back of the skull, just poke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're gonna move then to Rune. Caught him at the perfect time.
Mate, I'm going to search for a fight.
Okay. Yeah. You can do a base d20 or a base d20 +5 if you want a tough opponent. You're calling the shots here with this critical battle. Okay. Okay, you are fighting a knight as well. He is not on his horse because they weren't planning on
being spotted.
Yeah, exactly.
And me, I'm going to I'm passionate with Source of Nanteleod as well, which is a fanatical passion.
Hell yeah! Get them, boys. Why not now? It's relatively high.
Okay.
Because how dare they ambush us?
It's fair. It's tough, but it's fair. Go Go ahead.
Do you need a horsemanship roll or?
Yes, please. Okay, he fails, you succeed, so you've got the higher ground here.
Okay. I already called out my sword, so I'm going to use the sword.
He fails. Thanks to that -5.
Good.
The hell, 12?
That was
Yep.
super. 5d6 and you got 12. Oof.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he failed his dex roll, or did he fail the swordsmanship? Yeah, he failed the swordsmanship roll on top of it. So he turns, goes to put up his shield, but he doesn't get that. So you at least get through his armor. So you draw a little bit of blood, but this will be your opponent rune for the next round. I don't think there is a reckless at this point. I think it's valorous is the reality of it here. That brings us to Collis. You have an option of D20 flat or a D20 +5. Your choice.
I will do the +5. 21.
All right.
Yeah.
You have a knight as well as your opponent. So the question is, are you at a higher ground point than him? We'll find out very soon. So you're doing, you're testing your horsemanship.
Alright. Test my horsemanship. Do I want to impassion for it? I probably should. I'm going to attempt to impassion with honor because I technically have a charge, which is that elderly lord.
Okay. Oh.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Uh-oh. That is not madness.
Melancholy?
It is, however, melancholy.
In sadness jail.
Sadness.
You may still test your horsemanship.
Horsemanship. And then, what's the negative modifier for that?
-5.
See what we got. Nope, still make it.
Good.
Oh.
And you somehow made it better than him.
Yeah. Yeah, so in this case, with him, you succeed higher than him, so you will still have higher ground. But that's all that's going to do is offset your. You're going to have a +5 -5. But it
Yeah,
also
so
is going
just
to.
a flat roll.
Yeah. It's also going to make him have a +5 -5. So that's good. Okay, he raises his shield, but you managed to get the better position, so you can give me your damage.
Do this. And damage. There we go.
Okay, he managed to block it with the shield, and he's in
Terrible.
These damage
Yeah.
rolls have been very weak tonight.
not the
Yeah.
best, but they happen. So that'll be your continued opponent for next round. We're gonna go to Rain next.
All right. Any apparent threats right now to our charge, to our
Make an
warlord?
awareness roll.
All right.
Okay. Yep. You hear almost seconds before it happens, you hear a knight break from a position of hiding, again on the flank, and he starts to charge right at the man you're defending.
Okay. Serene will countercharge the charging knight. Do I wish to impassion? I am going to do honor. And I passed.
All right, sir.
Alrighty. Horsemanship as well, yeah.
Not in this case. You're both mounted.
Since we're both mounted, okay.
Yeah, and he's gonna break to basically even ground. You're gonna meet him before you're gonna cut him off from.
Gotcha. Okay. Then sword it is. I
He's
forgot
using-
my 5 on that.
Okay, 5 would have brought you to what? That's probably
16.
important. You have a 17 base, right?
Yeah.
18, 19, 20. You would have lost 3 to get to 20, and then you would have got your 2 over from there. So it would have been a total of 13 sword. Is what you would have had.
Okay.
Do I have that right? Does that look right to you, Trent?
Oh yeah, it would have been versus 23, yeah. Or 22.
22.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. That's alright. Get my shield and intercept them. I'll take it.
oh, that is really, really light.
That is very light.
Yeah. He just rolled 66, so that could have been a lot worse.
That could have been a lot worse, yeah.
Is 15 higher than your size?
It is.
Okay, I need a horsemanship
Nope,
roll.
my size is 16. Nope.
Oh, no, you don't even need the horsemanship
I'm
roll. then.
good. Yeah.
So you take nothing.
Alright.
The with the odd roll, actually, the spear breaks, but he continues past you.
Right.
Right.
Okay. Sounds
Yeah.
good. Give
All
me
right.
pursuit.
So that's gonna bring us back to Cormac. Actually, we haven't done Cormac.
Yep.
Yet. Yeah, Cormac.
All right. So since I'm last, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go ahead for 20 for a more experienced knight.
Okay. Let's see if you get one. You do not. But as you're kind of moving towards one of the knights, you see an archer pop up and take a shot at you. Kind of putting himself in your way. So this happens ahead of time. You will take 4 damage. No sticks in you.
4 damage.
And then you get a hit on him. Uncontested.
Alright. Cool. Cool. Plus 5 because I'm mounted.
Plus 5 because you're mounted. Yes.
Alright.
Actually, nope. We gotta test that.
Alright.
So your versus Dex.
Great on horsemanship.
Okay. So yeah. You can obviously get 13 glory for the horsemanship, and you get the plus 5 bonus.
Alright.
Okay. Give me your damage, good sir.
Alright.
Alright. This is an archer who's unarmored. So, he like spins and like stumbles. I don't know what a 15 means. I think it means it looks like he drops, but he doesn't. So I think you've lost track of him, and I think he's gonna get a shot off on somebody next round. Like as his like, he's like bleeding. He's about to go out cold, and he's like fighting for his last moments, but you're unaware of it. You think you've downed him. In that sense, because you think you downed him, we're also going to give you your full flowers on that one. You can get 5 glory for that archer.
All right.
And you'll continue on. That brings us to Gwydir. So, Gwydir, you downed your opponent, who's a knight. You see other knights ahead. And the question I have for you is, do you want to pursue one of the knights? If you do, I'll warn you where they're positioned now. That actually, hold on, we're gonna figure this out real quick. Who would we say is acting command in this battle based on how this went down?
I mean,
oh, you're muted.
I would say the person acting as the commander is the one who spotted the ambush.
Yeah, Gwydir just rode off as soon as he saw the ambush. He's like, well, the only way to beat the ambush is to attack.
Okay. Rune, I need your battle roll, good sir. And you can add a +5 for your crit on it previously.
Hell yeah.
With my current inspiration or passion?
Yes, it's active for the whole round, for the whole fight.
So that is a 15. Am I right?
Yes.
Yep.
Maybe. There you go.
Again.
Lord of War.
That's good. All right. As a result, they're not going to be in a position to use their numbers against you inherently. Everyone will get to test their own battle, and if you get a 15 or higher, you're not going to be in a position of overwhelm. Because remember, they're a full Conroy. You're not. You're right, and you've wiped out a couple of them, so they're a little scattered. So we'll actually, I'm gonna take that back a little bit. The number he succeeded with, which is a 15 -5, because you guys are killing it on battle. So if for each person, Gwydir, let's start with your battle roll. You want a 10 or above success.
With passion bonus still, yeah?
Passion bonus, yeah.
Hell yeah. Whoa, just got there.
Okay.
Just got there. A little overzealous tonight.
So
Knight.
with that, you can choose to find your opponent +5 or flat, your choice.
I think given what he was talking about, he's more outraged that there are ambushes happening on King Nanteleod's road. I think that's his motivation at the moment, more so than defending that guy in particular. I think he probably assumes that guy's going to defend himself since he's a war hero. So yeah, he's going to go charge and try and find some more knights.
Okay, D20 +5.
Got him.
All right. You, sir, have another knightly opponent.
Hell yeah.
Let's start with. I'm going to say this round, they have horses. So I'm going to say this round you're fighting. They're on chargers now. Like, you lost that advantage. So we're not going to do the whole dex gimmick unless they're on feet.
Yep, sure. Yeah. Sounds good. I shall roll a sword then.
A sword.
S-words.
Got it. Fucking got it.
Crit monster.
Yes.
All right.
Ooh, 25.
Sword.
Oh, a 25?
Get the hell off my road, Romans. 30. What? That's a bullshit roll.
That's a lot of ones, man.
That's a lot of ones.
And twos.
It's probably a knockdown, though.
Yeah, it is a knockdown.
Mm-hmm.
So 35 minus 31 minus 16, and then 15 plus 4. So he's hurting. He's on the ground, but you, for once, an opponent survived Gwydir's first hit. So,
yeah. True. I don't like it when they hit back.
Yeah. You'll be facing him next time. He is on foot, which will mean that Dex gimmick, trying to get to higher ground, will play in. We're gonna go to Lucius again.
All right, we're back to Lucius. Having poked the archer for the final time, got a double tap. He's going to go back to our charge.
Okay. You turn and you see a knight is breaking for your charge right now.
All right. I'm going to mutter under my breath, this county is really going downhill. And then things have gotten rough around here. And countercharge that knight.
Okay. He's going to split against Rain, so we're going to bring Rain into this too. That's going to be a trio. So I'm assuming, Rain, you were going to pursue this knight again?
I was, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So he will be splitting against the two of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, wait, do I see Rain going for him?
I'm behind him. He went past me on the.
He blew
charge.
past Rain.
Oh, we're kind of it's like a pincer.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Basically, he broke his spear on Rain and kept going. Grabbed his sword, pulled his sword.
We shall meet Lucius. Cool. So, let's see. Does my impassion from before still count, or do I need to impassion myself?
Nope.
Oh, snap.
So whenever you're ready, you do not get don't get a mounted bonus because he's still on horse. But otherwise, you're good to go.
Okay. So then for my horsemanship, it's 5 then?
You don't even need a horsemanship roll right now. You just need your weapon skill plus your was it plus 10, right? For your passion.
Plus 10. Yep. Smith. Critical.
That'll do it. And he missed. Drax, why don't you give me your as well?
Right. This guy's in trouble.
Yep.
We lariat the guy. Just
Yeah.
You made a bad choice, man.
Sword lariat.
Okay. Give me your damage, each of you. So Cyberbro, you're gonna get the crit damage as well. Don't forget that.
Okay, damage. And then that's going to be
4d6.
4d6. Yep. Flash R, 4d6.
That makes sense, yeah.
Woo.
I was chasing him down. Fine.
Yeah. It's almost like Rain knocks him again for good measure. He stays on his horse barely, and Rain pushed him over. All right, we're gonna give that glory to. I'm gonna give the glory to Lucius. I think that was Lucius in this case. So 20 glory there, Lucius.
Hooray!
All right.
All right, that was slightly out of sync for Drax, but we're gonna go to Rune next. You guys are turning the tides real quick in this little ambush here. That crit really helped you.
Nanteleod.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. This could have gone real south.
I'm still fighting the one dude, right?
You're fighting, right. Fighting a younger knight, if I recall. Yeah.
How many men are in the convoy, by the way? And how many men do we have, squires counting? Because I have 2 squires.
You have squires. Squires tend to assume a position of support for their knights. They won't necessarily fight unless you spur them to do so, but that puts them at risk of death, right? If they're right up front. The convoy averages in total about 30 men. Not all knights, just 30 men, right?
Not all knights, just... All right.
You break the knights enough, usually any infantry or support they have will flee. So
yeah. Well, I'm in the middle of the fight, so I'm just gonna keep fighting. And I was using my sword, so that's what I will try and swing.
We won't make you retest battle since you critted it for the whole team this time. So you will be facing one opponent, and just one opponent.
Okay. He was on foot, right?
Yep, and we're gonna keep him there again with your crit on battle. I think you just got higher ground. So
okay, so that's a +5 because of how high I am, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm on horseback. Okay.
Oh, fumble too on top of
Oh,
it.
and he fumbled.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Bad day for that poor guy.
Roll your damage.
That's the extra 46, right?
Yeah.
Should do it.
All right. Yeah. So you see this guy. You hit him so hard, he kind of spins to the side. And there's like a ledge there, like just the positioning of the hillside. The ledge is like a 40-foot drop, and you just see him like unconsciously fall off the edge, and like the camera follows him as he lands like head first on the rock below.
Ouch.
Ow.
That is
I'm sorry,
12,
buddy.
12 glory, good sir. Don't forget your glory for the battle crates as well.
I critted it twice today. That's 12, so 24 in total.
Yep, indeed. All right, that brings us to Wergar. You have an opponent you're facing right now, right?
Yes.
You are now melancholic, so you have a -5 to your battle test that you need to do. You want a 10 or above here.
Let's see what we get.
Nice.
Whew. Whew. All right, you got it.
Bro.
That will give you one opponent, so it doesn't. No one uses the numbers against you in this case. When you are ready, you may test your horsemanship roll.
Alright. Horsemanship, and that's it. Nope.
You both fail, so even ground.
Alright. And then I'll go sword, and then since we're at even ground, I don't get the +5, so
Yeah,
it's
you-
at a -5.
Right. That's good. That's
Right,
better.
not good enough.
Yeah, he's got better.
Oh, 27.
Heavy.
That's gonna hurt.
That'll. Let me just make sure I roll a d10. Yeah, I did.
It's only 11.
And then -16.
Not a major wound, but
Yeah,
a
minus-
knockdown.
-16 is good. So,
Yeah.
what's your size, Colin?
13.
13 times 2,
26.
Yeah.
So you are automatically knocked down, my friend. On top of that,
yeah.
2 damage from the fall,
13.
which is good because 5s and 6s explode and you just start rolling down the hill. For this terrain scenario, but you managed to kind of catch yourself right away. 27 minus 16, so you only took 13 damage total. That could have been worse. However, that's probably over your major wound. What is your major wound?
Which one is 13?
Okay, barely then, because we split out you took 13 and then wait, you took 11 and you took 2, so you're good. You're good. No major wound. You're just hurting. I think what is it about this event that has played into the melancholic sense? Like what brought you to melancholy? Let's make it interesting so it doesn't just feel like your dice suck.
I guess it's more of from what Lady Helly said about if the charge survives or not. I think Sir Collis is kind of torn between his honor and then also helping his amour with like a favor. So
Right.
I guess he's kind of almost like putting up a fight, but at the same time,
His heart's not in it, like he's not
trying
fighting.
his hardest.
Yeah, and you probably feel awful about that with your honor, right? Because your honor does
Yeah.
drop by 1 actually for that fumble, by the way. Yeah.
There we go.
On top of this, though, just to make a note of it, you do get 25 glory when you go melancholic. So, and give me a. Let's see how long this is gonna last. I need a test. Melancholy. Roll a d6 plus 5.
1d6 plus 5. 8.
Okay, 8 days total. Obviously, we're not playing through every day, but that's how long it'll last till you're kind of through it. Okay, so yeah, your opponent hits you. It's not an ideal scenario for you, but you're far from like dead. So that will bring us to Cormac, the end of this round.
The guy I hit, like, he dropped, so I don't.
Yeah, your new opponent, 100%. Test your battle to start with.
All right. No pluses, right?
If you impassion prior, it's still with you.
Yep.
The good or the bad. Because this is more of a skirmish than like an all-day battle sort of thing, you know?
Well, we are outnumbered. And it is up to us, the Swords of Nanteleod. And we all have to sit there and pull our weight. So I would like to impassion with Swords of Nanteleod.
Okay. Let's see it.
Alright.
Nice.
So plus 5.
You know, it's not often you get those successes on those.
Yeah.
So I love to see it.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna say it. I wasn't gonna say it.
All right, that does it, man. And it wouldn't actually. No, you would have failed, right?
Yeah.
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 Yep. So that's good. Now you need to roll me a d20 plus 5. You've only got one opponent. Okay. You're fighting a knight. He is mounted.
Alright. Like, I'm not necessarily going to charge him.
You can't on this terrain. Where and just to describe this, like on the road you could, but this is off road on hilly mountains. So where where Drax and where Rain and Lucius were fighting is lowlands, nice and flat. Where the rest you are is up a hill, you know, carving into an enemy ambush. There are two other knights with you, like two of his guard. I think that would have rode with. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so if that's the case, I'm sticking with my hammer and I'll lay into him.
Alright, sir, when you are ready, go ahead and give me your test.
Alright.
Boom.
Nice.
That'll work.
Alright. Good job. Give me your damage.
Ooh.
Bob, your rolls have not been super great so far.
No, it's good. It's really good for you guys because it's supposed to be not particularly nice. 13 total. That is not a nice roll for you, though. You know what I need to do, too, to add to the stream chat is a reroll damage
Oh, yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. For players. I'm going to add that in the future, I think. 13. It is the number one complaint I get from my I'm teaching my friends how to play Pendragon right now. They love it, but they hate the damage. They hate how often 5d6 or 6d6
they roll
comes
ones
up.
on d6s.
Yeah.
I had a guy who rolled 6d6 and he got a 6. First time I've ever seen that.
I mean, last week it was 66, and I rolled an 8.
Yeah. And I just had a 5d6 at 10. So, yeah.
Let's check this guy's size. Oh, why did it roll 2? What the hell happened there? There. Anyways, 13 is his size. You did 13 damage, so he has to test horsemanship.
It's a small bean, like Collis.
He stays on.
He stays on though.
No.
But and he defends with a shield. But you're in exchange with him next time, Cormac.
All right.
This night. All right. Gwydir moving into the next round. We're going to start the next round, actually, with our commander, Rune. You're going to make that... like, screws up his face. What? How did I get that job?
What? Whoever did that to me, I hate you.
You did,
You can
but...
blame me.
You did. You spotted the ambush.
And I'm the one who said you should be in charge for spotting the ambush.
Mm-hmm.
So if you hate me, come get me.
Yeah.
Man, my loyalty Cormac is going down.
Your loyalty, everything's going down to everyone.
Yeah, but if you're looking at it, I am the only one who's going out of his way to be like, I heard about your kids. Are you okay?
Fair.
I'm being a true bro.
That's your role in the group, though. What would Lucius say?
Wow.
I heard about your kids. Here's some salt in your time
Right,
of
I'm gonna
need.
smack him.
Cormac
I bought
Gamgee.
a doctor. I
Yeah.
bought a doctor for that child. Yes, yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is an
you need
amazing
another
character.
medal?
That's if you take that as a slander, you don't like amazing characters. So yes, battle roll when you can, good sir.
Is that with the +5 from my previous crit, or no?
I will be generous this time and give you a +5. Yep.
I am a generous lord.
Ooh, that's bad for them.
That works out good for
Yeah.
us.
We get +100 to our attack rolls now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one will have to test battle this round.
Oh, okay.
You just get one opponent.
Plot
and
twist.
If,
I'm
if
King Arthur.
If you
Oh,
if you choose
jeez.
if you choose to knock down or like go after a knight, like if you want to go specifically after a knight, you can roll a d20 +15. So
Maybe.
yeah. So we'll start with we're gonna move to Gwydir. Let's see who your opponent is. At the start of this round.
He's wounded and knocked down, right? Does he want to surrender? I have 2 squires who can capture him if he's willing to surrender, or I can decapitate him. It's his choice. Just imagine me saying that with a Welsh accent and a lot more passion.
1 second. Yeah, he's begging for mercy.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I
He just
dictate a
fumbled.
squire to capture him while I chop somebody else?
You can make a squire test.
Hell yeah. I got 2 of these nodes, so one of them should pass.
Wire shanks him instead of saving him.
Yeah.
You meant this, Greek?
Elliot,
It's the fashion boy wants the
Learned
promotion.
too well from Gwydir.
There's no mercy in this dojo.
Elliot's
Okay.
escorting him back to the camp, and Fashion Boy just fucking shanks him in the side of the head.
I'm a squire now, aren't I? I'm a squire now.
I'm
Okay.
a real boy.
No glory then, but you will get a ransom opportunity. I will warn you, these are mercenary knights.
So you keep saying. I am skeptical.
Can I stab
That's
a
fair.
guy while my squire's doing that, or am I helping?
You can continue fighting. That's what squires are
Yeah.
for. Means your squire won't be there to assist you with anything else, but
I got 2 squires. I don't remember why, but some guy rocked up. I think it was a winter event, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so I'm still fighting that same. Oh no, he's surrendered, so I'm going to fight another knight. Or try to
plus
fight another knight.
15.
Oh,
Okay.
just got it. Do we need to roll for height? No, we're both on horses, aren't we?
You are both on horses. Yeah.
Alright. Sword. Oh, not a crit. That's good.
Wow, that's a first.
I've only got I've got a 60% chance of critting, I think. Not even.
Seems so much higher than that.
Your 60% chance has
He got you. Yeah.
What an
First
asshole.
time we've seen this, but not. At least it's not. Could be worse.
Yeah.
crit.
Not a
Yeah.
devastating
Not a
hit
crit,
yet.
yeah, exactly. Ow. I don't like it when they stab back. It's not fun.
I'm just
You're
gonna-
just like, no, you're supposed to wait for me to stab you. This is
Yeah.
too much.
I'm just gonna test something here for size.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Let's do this damage roll.
Not bad.
That's a little guy.
He's a tiny guy.
That's 46, surely.
He's collar sized.
Their minimum they're gonna be is 5d6. Just how
Fair
it's gonna
enough.
work.
He's
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. It just means he's little, but he's jacked. Just roided it out.
Yeah.
Right?
Power nugget. Sean
Yeah.
Shirk. I'm showing my age, my UFC age.
Oh, man.
12 damage.
Oh,
so
that's
not enough.
pathetic.
What a dweeb.
Tink.
Yeah. Ow.
I can
So-
just picture Goodir just laughing.
Yeah.
Nobody make bleed my own blood.
That brings us to Lucius. You guys have just downed your opponent, you and Rain. Maybe we'll deal with both of you at once since you're back there. Because his knights went forward, he's just kind of positioning himself away from any spots on the road that could be a threat. He understands that he's probably the target here, given what just happened. So, and
Yeah,
you hear
that's why
him.
Serene's sitting there.
He sort of like mutters under his breath. He's like, "No knights have honor anymore, do they?
Not
This is
these
what
ones.
this is what Britons come to. What Logris come to."
That's what Nanteleod's trying to fight against.
He is.
Give me a courtesy roll +5, Lucius.
Oh,
Actually-
snap.
Actually, just give me a courtesy roll with your already existing bonus of +5 that you have because you're impassioned.
And because he's
Oh, +10, yeah, +10. Okay.
Submit. Yeah, success.
Yeah, when you say that, he doesn't say anything. He just kind of sits there. One sec. He is famous for this. He just kind of grunts your way.
Yeah.
Like, you spoke too much truth, and he doesn't have anything to counter it with.
Right.
Yeah, but he's letting his
sense.
pride get in the way right now. Is what he's doing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go anywhere. So I guess what was it? A full defense, like a full defensive round. I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, basically, I'll let you know. They're fumbling. Like, these opponents are sucking on their rolls. This could have gone so much different, but it's not. So you guys are doing excellent, and they're doing poor. It means you guys get to sit back and play the role of an honor guard, I guess, in this case. We'll give you a little bit of bonus for that in the future, though. In fact, let's start with an honor tick to Rain and Lucius. Seems fair.
Alright.
It's a position of honor guard.
Let's see. Honor.
Doing my job.
I'm helping.
Exactly. Shaking, baking. I helped.
Doing my part.
you guys just chill out. I'll go.
Doing my part.
Exactly. Surely Grenier's not bleeding his own blood. Surely.
Yeah, Sir Rain is just wheeling back around to take up a position next to
Next to
the
Lucius.
ward again.
Okay.
Yeah.
next to-
Yeah.
I'd
On
also
the
like to
opposite
point out-
side of the Lord. That way we're on two different sides of them, essentially.
Understood.
And then just watching for anyone that might try to break out again, like the other one did.
Right? No, that makes sense. Okay, so we're gonna do so uninfluenced by your passion, I need Lucius and Rain to roll me their honor.
Oh boy. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. No.
Okay.
I dropped the ball at the last minute. You just had to hold it together, Lucius. You just had to hold it together for one more
That's
row.
more salt on him.
Okay. Rain, for this event, you guys are gonna get a base 10 plus 10. So for Rain, you're gonna get 20 glory for this whole position of honor guard.
Okay.
For Lucius, you're gonna get 15 for this whole honor guard position.
Always the groomsman, never the groom.
Well, you did get. I think you got crit damage earlier though, so there's that.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. All right. That brings us. Where were we left at? That brings us to Rune. Are you still facing off against an opponent, sir?
Oh, I just killed my
You
last
just killed
one.
your opponent. Right, you fell off and took 100 damage. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fell down the cliff.
Yep.
Do I see Collis, and do I see someone going for Collis?
With your successful battle, you do see Collis, and you do see an enemy that he's facing off one-on-one.
Is that enemy a knight?
Yes.
We've got to kill the knights. Then I'm going to go and try and help Collis.
Okay. So Collis, you can decide here too. He's got higher ground on you, so if you want to stand back up and swing this round, you're going to be at an additional -5 on top of that. But the good news is that Rune's action just made him have to split.
And the dude's on horseback, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's probably still worth it to fight.
You can fight defensively while you're standing up as well if you don't want to get.
Yeah, if you want to do that, you can. So what that would do is give you a +10, but you don't do any damage. You just, if you succeed, it gives you a +10. It would counteract, like it would basically, it's defending, full defense is kind of what it is.
Hiding behind your shield.
Yeah.
All right.
And then in theory you'll have your. You won't be at a penalty anymore. Because the other
Yeah,
thing is
but
that you're
cancel out your penalty.
Yeah.
Good chance of critting.
Was that with full defense?
Yes, that was with the +10.
Okay.
That'd be
And-
it'll be a -5 though as well.
Then it should be a plus.
So would you know
To what?
6? It'd be 5 less than that. 11.
Yeah.
11?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, 11, and then Rune, when you're ready, go ahead and give me your... you don't have advantage on this guy. But he can only add so much to his attack against you.
Yeah, I already rolled it without the height advantage.
Oh, I didn't see that.
That was a 14.
Yeah, 14.
20.
Perfect. That's good.
Yeah,
So
really
they both rolls are less than you guys. So you guys both deal damage. Or wait,
Fighting
Hollis is gone. Yeah. So 20 minus. So he gets nicked, but now he knows he's kind of got 2 opponents to deal with. By nicked, I mean, Rune, you're able to breach his armor. Let's give it the appropriate description. You're like walking around, giant armored monsters that really struggle to land a blow until you cut each other's heads off, basically. So it's warfare is not as straightforward as it might be. It's not hits and misses. It's usually glances off armor and shields. Okay, so we'll keep track of that and continue forward. That brings us back to Cormac for the round.
Might be a deck.
All right. So, what I'd like to do.
Oh,
Um,
good call. 1 sec.
what's up?
20. I gotta test his dex, or his horsemanship, actually. Now he's good. Sorry, go ahead, Cormac.
All right. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to see if I can't see Gwydir currently having to actively fight someone.
Yeah.
I've got a plan.
I think
Is it
that's fair.
cyberbullying? Just tease me.
All right.
Just go, ha ha!
Would that be awareness or battle?
That would be battle in this case.
Cormac and his fucking schemes.
Alright. So, And it is pretty schemy, but so here's what I want to do. I want to launch my hammer as hard as I can at the guy Gwydir is fighting.
Okay.
And fight defensively until I can pull my sword against the guy I am fighting.
Still stealing fucktard?
Okay, you're fighting the guy right now, though, right? You're fighting an opponent right now. So
I'm fighting an opponent right now.
The problem, I think, to do that, you would have to split without the full defense this round, if your goal is to actually deal damage to that opponent, right?
I am not trying to deal any damage to my opponent.
But you are trying to deal damage to somebody.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can't get the full defense bonus this round.
All right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I liked where you're going with it, but I just have to be like realistic about that because that would burn me later as a GM. So if I let people do that.
You know the guy fighting's gonna kill you, right?
You know what? If I go down because I saved my cousin,
I'm fine.
it will be worth it.
2 hit points of damage, and he's a little guy.
So, so my question is what the second roll is going to be. Because I know the first roll is going to be hammer, because I'm throwing that.
You're splitting your attack. In this case, it would be with your skill you're starting with, which is your hammer.
All right.
Yeah. We'll say since you lose your hammer for the second attack, it's going to be your hammer, probably the -3.
All right. So
you are impassioned, and you get that to.
I am impassioned. It's a +5, bringing me up to a 21.
And how are you splitting then? Don't count your passion before you split. Count your total, then split, then add your passion to both.
Ten and 6. 10 for blocking, and 6 for throwing.
Okay, let's start with your blocking right now, and then when we get to Gwydir's turn, we'll do the split because this guy's gonna have to split if he wants to dodge it. Actually, you know what? Just do your hammer too, because I don't think he's gonna try. I don't think he knows a hammer is being thrown through the air. I think that's what's gonna happen.
Most people don't expect that.
Yeah. So let's start with just give me both your rolls, and I'll roll against your current opponent who's trying to stab you.
All right.
I want to start so bad.
The first one is me launching this hammer. All right, so that's going to be 6 plus 5 is 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is going to be a -5 to this roll. I hit.
Hey!
Huh?
Got him.
And that's for hitting with the hammer.
That's for throwing the hammer at the guy.
Okay. So that just hits because he has no defense against it. He doesn't know it's coming.
Yeah. So rolling damage.
And actually, it would have been -5 to your hammer skill because you're going that it's like a missile weapon. However, it went successfully, so you're good to go. So it hits. Doesn't change anything.
All right.
Yep. All right. I mean, he's got his armor, but good bonk on the head.
He doesn't have a shield though.
Yeah.
Yep. That's armor, not a shield. Oh, and he falls off his horse because of it.
Not surprising, honestly. How did it hit you in the back of the head?
Yeah. And it takes another 4 damage. All right.
Now I'm just gonna decapitate him.
Um.
The hell was that?
All right. You still have your other opponent to deal with, though.
I do.
Yeah.
He's coming at me.
Yeah.
I kept 10,
Yep. So 15 total.
so 15.
I hope you don't get killed. In this
Me
one.
too.
Oh,
Oh no.
so close.
Oh no.
Ah.
Okay.
And he crit.
God damn it! Call back!
38
Oh.
minus
Oh.
10. 28, good sir.
I drop.
Do you?
Yeah.
What do you
What's
mean,
your
do you?
Your well, no, yours is con. I think your con's high, isn't it? Con in size. What's your con?
My cons are 15.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not as high as I thought it was. Right, you're mostly size, not con. Okay,
Yeah.
because you're like con 18, you might still be up. Okay.
I'm at 2 hit points.
2 hit
So-
points.
Uh-huh.
Roll a
Assume that's-
6. Roll a
assume-
d6.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
Because I'm
roll damage.
unconscious.
All right.
This guy.
Oh, minus
And I'm
1.
dead.
Not while you're dying. Yeah.
I'm
Say-
dying.
Yeah. Give me your squire test. You have one. You have 2 actually, don't you? Do you have 1?
I have 1.
Yeah. Okay, give me your squire roll. Isn't Maddox? He's 20.
19.
19. This year he's 19.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Bert, I don't like your odds with 19s on 20s. Anyone else would be like, you basically got this in the bag. Okay.
I'm 20.
Okay. I feel like you failed more 20 or 20s. I'm sad that happened to you, but
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
yeah,
Yeah, I
it
mean,
was
yeah,
pretty entertaining.
it was.
you didn't give
Um,
yourself. I mean, if you had done that, you would have crit with your 18.
Yeah. We're gonna give you an extra 20 glory for the thematics of that, because it made me laugh. So
Yes. It was brilliantly funny. Thank you for your sacrifice, and I'm glad you haven't died.
Oh, don't worry. This
No,
this
it-
guy right here is gonna kill me for the
Major
stupidity.
wounded. We can't travel with you now.
Surely the other swords in Nanteleod nearby won't let you die in the dirt.
roll a d3, Bert. Let's see what your squire does here.
Oh yeah.
You mean if I survive or not?
Oh, we know you're gonna survive because you're gonna be at 0 here. You're only at -1, right?
I went to 0.
Oh, even better. So you're gonna be in the positive. Yeah, you're at
Good.
+2. Basically, right as right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that will conclude that round. We go back to Gwydir, who is currently now all of a sudden lording over. Oh, that's an interesting thing. Gwydir, you turn to see Cormac do that. In doing so, you see him completely dropped with this brutal cut from his opponent.
I think that he's just incredulous. He's like, "What the fuck? I'm fine. Why did like ditched a hammer that you needed to defend yourself with at a guy that I was perfectly competent."
Now, because your opponent was unhorsed, I'll give you a note that you could turn gears towards the guy that just dropped Cormac, and then hope for the best with this guy, because he would have to stand up and try to swing at you, and you could clear the distance so that like
Yeah,
basically move. Yeah, he probably can't move and get to you and stand up at the same time.
I mean, I do like Cormac a lot. He's pretty great, but his squire rescued him already.
Yes.
Okay, so he's not going to die. He's just an idiot.
Well, he's currently tended to. Technically, he could be taken for ransom.
Oh, I see. So he's not out
Yeah.
of the. His squire dragged him away from the battle yet.
Yeah. They couldn't. You probably dragged him a little way, but that knight's kind of like with him, like
If I can get to the guy that just iced my cousin, then I will.
Okay. Yep. Very doable.
Cormac! You idiot! I will attempt to kill the man. Just roll sword.
Yes, please. When you're ready.
That should do.
Yes,
Got it.
sir. All right.
Get decapitated. It's not decapitation.
I asked for decapitation. 16, and then we're gonna do this. 9
That dude's
plus.
still in a load of trouble.
Oh yeah. Oh. Is it a, oh, I didn't mean to do it. So 16 times 2.
He fell off the cliff.
32. The question for Woody, do you remember whether is automatic knockdown exactly double? It is, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Uh,
So 5, so we took 21. Yeah, I'm gonna say he's like flat on his ass now too. You do have one other squire.
hey, I do have another squire.
You want to test? You want to test for him? You wanna take
Sure,
his
I
gas?
don't need squires.
Is it
What's-
Fashion
this guy's
Boy?
Slightly younger. He's 2 years younger. Gormant. Gormant, the Berwick Saxon. Get him, bud.
Grabs him by his hair, starts pulling him out. That's how
Is
we
he
do
another
it.
veteran? This guy?
He is. So it's 20 glory.
Yep.
Oh wait, you don't get glory when you take them for
Capture.
legal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yep.
I'll take the money. I don't need money. I probably like glory more than money, but it's the principle. I got 2 guys now.
All right, that brings us to Lucius and Rain. Or actually, it brings us to the beginning of the next round. They are starting to break. So when you're ready, Rune, we need another battle roll. You can have
Thing was
+5.
before. Plus my thingy, plus my impassion.
Yep.
That'll work.
There you go. They're fighting to escape at this point.
We are totally
So-
going to be running them down at
Yeah.
this point.
Yeah, you guys, I'll leave it to you whether you want to do that or not. But they are moving to break. So as we move into this scenario, we'll kind of cut to, I think, Rune and Collis, who are currently in an exchange, right, with an opponent. I don't think he's able to get out, so I think he's going to try to split against the 2 of you.
Fighting for his life.
Now, Collis, you're back on your feet. So when you guys are ready, just give me your attack rolls.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I'm at a minus. Well, if I do an uncontrolled attack,
You get a +10.
with
Yeah, but you wouldn't be rolling right now.
He rolls
Oh,
first,
yeah.
hits you, then you
oh
can.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm doing this at a -5.
Yes. Because you're melancholic.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he goes under Collis's.
Hey!
muffin.
Let's fuck him up, cousin.
I don't think
Alright.
he's long for this world.
All right. Yeah, I'm not. I'm thinking he's gonna die.
Yeah.
And,
37
wounds.
for armor.
All right, Collis. Your damage 13. He does get to apply that. Okay. But he's definitely gonna land on his ass. Okay. Yeah, he's unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Um,
I'm gonna.
Oh, yours if you want him, Collis, and I'm just gonna ride off since he's off on horse.
When Tarun rides away, just for being knocked off his horse and being embarrassed like that,
Yeah.
I think Collis would probably kill him.
Okay. I think it would be. I think he's gonna call mercy to you. So I think in this case, is it vengeful?
Let's see. Where's my vengeful stat at?
Could even be considered
Sure.
cowardly.
Hey, tick vengeful, and you execute him.
It runs in the
Runs
blood,
in the family.
It's
Yeah.
cold blooded killing people.
And
I've
they
been knocked off
wonder
my
why
horse for the
Rain
last
is
time.
all in.
Do you guys like money? You guys are worth like
We
12
got
bucks
money.
each.
No, I
We
do
got
love
money.
money, but
They got
Sir Collis
enough.
just
They're
can't
happy.
be taking back-to-back L's
You're
like
very
this.
emotional right now. I get it.
Yeah.
You've been, yeah.
Okay.
Niggers.
So are you guys gonna move to run them down? And who? I need a show of. Let's start with Rune. Rune, are you gonna be in pursuit to run them down?
Well, it's as simple as are they running further up the hill, or are they scattering somewhere?
They're
running down the
scattering.
road somewhere?
They're scattering. You
Well-
broke them as a unit, so they're fleeing
routed.
every which way.
Well, I will use my super deep and amazing voice that Rune definitely has, and he's gonna boom across the hills, ride the ones down on the road and break through, so we keep on riding, and then he'll do just that.
Okay, so you're coming at this from a point of strategy, then.
Yeah, it's like catching the ones riding towards the road and then just continuing forwards, just in case if there's more men coming.
Noted. Before we do anything there, I'm gonna go to Collis. Collis, as you hear that, what is your plan?
I think Sir Collis has no reason to not follow that plan.
Okay.
Also because he's already been hurt, so he's like, I'll take the easier route and just flow towards the road and catch anybody that's on his way.
It's more of a pragmatic, like this kind of works for me scenario, more so. Yeah. Okay. What about Cormac?
Cormac's asleep.
Oh,
Yeah,
right, I
right.
forgot.
But so is the guy who just
Cormac was
captured
knocked
you.
out. Look out!
What about Gwydir?
I think if he sees that Cormac is, no longer under and alive and in good hands, I think he's just going to chase after the enemy.
What is motivating Gwydir to do so?
He's still impassioned on Loyalty Lord, so I think it's basically just the indignation of enemies operating on the King's Road needs to be dealt with. Like this is just
Okay.
utterly disrespectful to the presence of the King in this land.
Okay, and then we'll check in with the guys in the back. Are either of you breaking to go pursue to rout the enemy, or are you just going to follow the directions of Rune here and play escort to this guy?
I'm playing
Uh,
escort.
Yeah.
Sir Rain would be doing that until they got to the spot where Cormac was, and then he'd get Cormac up on this horse again, or
Oh, Cormac's-
horses nearby.
Cormac is not well.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Get him up on a horse, and then lead his horse out with my horse. With
I'll
Cormac
help.
over it. Yeah.
Okay.
And then just keep pushing through. Take advantage of the chaos.
All right. Rain and Lucius will give you a tick on generous.
Okay.
Rune, you're gonna get a tick on valor. Collis, you're gonna get a tick on arbitrary. Gwydir, you get a tick on just. And Cormac, you get a tick on sleepy time.
That's usually how it works.
Yeah.
I sit around
Yeah.
and
You did
Yeah.
the coolest thing on the battlefield. You just paid for it.
Definitely did.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was the
Yeah.
exact worst case scenario. Yeah, I was like, "Are you sure you don't want to?"
Did you see him throw the hammer?
Yeah.
It swung in the air. It came
Yeah, there we go, Lucius. You know, the hype man.
He's
Storyteller.
starting to believe. Lucius just has a Morpheus Neo moment. He just looks at Cormac and he's starting to believe.
And then he gets knocked out. They go, oh, okay, maybe not.
All he needs is Mjolnir so he can call it back to him after he.
Right?
Exactly.
I need to survive when I do it.
A Fey blessed gamer.
He's just like whispering, like, he's the one. I told you he broke the chains.
All right.
Told you.
And then we're gonna do.
Isn't there a mechanic in the thing where it's hunting rolls to like chase down shattered opponents or whatever?
Yeah, I'm not too worried about that though.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Just thinking.
Good
Yeah, we
thing I
don't
got
want to rely on
afterwards.
my hunting rolls, that's for sure.
No, I'd rather roll sword than hunting if I had
So
a chance.
somehow you ended up in the Forest Sauvage. I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Immediately get lost.
Somehow, yeah.
You know what would happen?
30
You guys
glory
would end
to
up in
y'all.
the Forest Sauvage.
Nice.
You'd meet Lady Alabaster.
Hmm.
And I'm unconscious, so I don't get to talk to her.
Yeah.
So you see this late? No, just kidding. So all right, we're gonna kind of zoom forward at this point. You guys are gonna. It's just a matter of running down who's there, and we're not gonna put it at any point of threat. I think, we kind of assume that you're successful in killing the remnants, and we're gonna move ahead to Glevum. Let's see what day of the week it was. 4. Okay. Cormac, are you back to conscious? What's your
Oh, no.
What's your conscious?
9.
Ooh. Okay. Well, you can be Matic for this scene if you want.
I will be Matic.
Okay.
We can first aid his other wounds though, can't we? We need to
He has one other wound.
That's one massive wound.
Yeah. But yes, you can roll your Squire one more time when you get back here, Cormac. And then you're gonna receive surgery.
Alright. One more Squire.
Collis, anyone who took wounds, including Collis, you guys can test your Squire test, and your Squire is not melancholic, Collis. You are, so
Oh, thank
no
God.
penalty. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, then if you succeed, you get a D3 health back.
Alright.
Son of a fucking yeah.
So Rain's had a couple of like no damages in a row. That's impressive.
Collis, did you
You
only
know,
have
so
one-
did
one
Cormac.
Yeah.
And then I took 28 in one hit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Did you only have one wound?
No, I took 11 wounds.
No. How many
okay.
how many like different individual times did you get hit for damage? Do you know?
I think I only get hit once.
Once,
Yeah.
and then do you fall off a horse too?
Yes.
Okay, so you can roll a second Squire test.
Ah, that weasel that stabbed me got away.
And you did.
Yeah. Sure did.
Son of
Okay.
Happens to be in the court of
Really?
Glevum now.
Just not
Yeah.
time.
Even your wounds are melancholic, it seems.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what would have been funny? If I actually rolled not terribly.
Oh, you didn't roll bad.
I mean, you did knock a guy out
Yeah.
with a throwing hammer from across the
You
battlefield.
just got critted by the guy following suit when I've only rolled like 2 rolls over 20 the whole night.
all night.
So,
yeah.
yeah.
And when you did roll 20s, they were all fumbles. Yeah.
Yeah.
you got fucked. Thank you for the glory.
No, it's good. I mean, it could have been a different fight. So, and that crit battle, that was a big deal.
Well, our
at the
reps
beginning.
got to be pretty good right now, taking on a full Conroy like that.
Yeah. Sarvis probably thinks that we're cool.
Yeah.
I think I think specifically he was impressed that Lucius and Rain kind of stayed back to defend him and then lose his word. So, I mean, he's impressed with the unit overall, but I think you guys made a personal mark on him there. So his response is a little different. You will get back, and I assume it's an audience with Nanteleod then?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Can I hand him my captives?
Let's see how many days is going to go by, okay?
As the days go by.
1.
Okay.
So you are playing Matic, Cormac.
Okay.
Let's see what your surgery is like, because you've got good surgery here.
I somehow didn't get hurt. I'm actually pretty proud of it.
You'll no longer require surgery. You will receive it here. Okay.
Okay.
So this scene will be Nanteleod. And the question is, do you want anyone else here as a group? Is there anyone else you want here?
Is Matic allowed to be there, guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
He's got to learn
No,
all parts of our duty.
I don't think. I mean, Gwydir would suggest that we. I think Saravis is interested in Nanteleod as a man. I think if he surrounds himself with courtiers, he's going to look weaker, not stronger, to Saravis. So I think that actually the fewer people, the better.
Absolutely.
But Gwydir doesn't think that because he's an idiot, but I do.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's what Rain thinks. So, yeah.
I need you guys to determine who your intrigue person is, and they're going to test something against me.
Room's the intrigue guy. He has the highest plot power.
I'm okay-ish. I'm okay-ish at intrigue. Okay.
I got a 12. That's it. So, yeah.
Yeah, we don't have an intrigue guy, do we?
No, I think it's a Rune.
I got 16.
Or Lucius.
Oh, we do have it. Okay. Yeah, Rune.
Yeah.
I have an 11.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not the
Sitting on an 11.
I am the Dread Knight.
Exactly. Yeah. You sent me in there.
Please test your
Well,
intrigue
that's
for me.
Now watch me fumble. Me talking all this crap.
I mean, I
Like our
fail all my intrigues, so, yeah.
Forester.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that too.
Despite your best efforts, and you managed to keep almost everyone out, Lady Helly managed to find her way
Of
in.
course.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah, makes sense.
Had to make things more difficult.
Carlos's girlfriend.
Yeah, that's how she got here. It was Carl's fault.
He told her where the meeting was.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
So I think you guys kind of turn, and you see him enter, and the moment he locks eyes with Helly, his demeanor changes a bit to that
Absolutely
cold.
expected.
He kind of narrows his eyes a bit in her direction, and then turns to the rest of you.
Maybe we should kill her and let him run the show.
You know what? Maybe.
He could adopt me, and then I can inherit these lands.
I don't trust anyone with Intrigue 19.
Yeah, so he'll enter, and rather than let's test. Okay, and then I'm gonna test versus his courtesy. Yeah. So he folds his arms over his chest when he gets at a distance, specifically seeing Hallie here, and he's gonna be like, just very informally, he says, "So you're the son of Modron, huh? King Nanteleod?" And Nanteleod looks at him and have you guys primed him for the? Yeah, you guys. Sorry, successful intrigue. We'll assume you did. You primed him for this, so he knows he's meeting with. He's like, "You're Sir Saravis. My understanding is that you were a very loyal knight to the late Duke Eldol. He nods. He says, everyone knows that story. That's true. Nanteleod says, I plan to march north with my men. I need to know that these lands don't position themselves against me. And then he kind of turns and he says, I have Lady Helly's words. And her... Sorry, I don't think it'd say her words. I have Lady Helly's loyalty. But I've heard that you do not plan to ally yourself with anyone claiming the role of king. Seraviz just grunts and says, only one who's worthy. Does anyone want to interject? I don't want you guys to have to go through this scene.
Matic would, but his interjection would be more along the lines. But Nanteleod is worthy.
Rain would actually echo that in almost the same exact manner.
But he is worthy.
What he's cool. He's cool. I think Gwydir is just standing like tall with his arms folded. Like he's so proud of Nanteleod, obviously.
Yeah.
So I think he's
mean,
like, this guy. We don't need to say shit. Like this guy's gonna figure it out for himself any second now.
What?
You know, I think he's just like, fuck yeah.
This is probably not going to
Sir
happen, but I
Rain-
will still want to test it.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm not saying anything.
And Sir Rain would actually try to leverage that kind of connection that was built up on the trip in to try to
Touch his butt.
sway him.
Like, Matic wouldn't do all that, but he'd be like the first to speak up because he doesn't know better. Actually, he knows perfectly better, but if he's allowed in here, he's gonna
Right.
speak.
Right.
He is worthy.
He looks at you and there's like a disdain because you're like a squire. I think Serav is not Nanteleod.
Yeah,
And-
you know what? Rune will shoot daggers at Matic for speaking out of turn.
Rain would notice the looks and would speak up to support Matic. It's true. He's but a squire, but he's been tested. Simply an age thing at this point. He's not fully ready. His
Nobody
opinion
cares
still
about
bears
Matic.
weight.
Wow.
Really, some do.
Rune cares.
Actually, stifle
Matic-
a laugh.
Matic rode with Rune. He's not looking at him to like demean him. Or he's like
No, I get it.
he's like
Just-
looking at him with like, hey, cut it out, kind of thing. Like a dad
Yeah.
look, like a disappointed
Mhm.
dad look.
I think Lucius just comes to the realization why Nanteleod doesn't have us around all the time. It's because we're embarrassing.
And
Yeah, go ahead.
so after a moment, after all that, he kind of speaks up again and continues. You've seen the way that we got you here. You've seen the way that we've carried ourselves. Would knights such as us, the Swords of Nanteleod, follow a man that was not worthy of such? Again, he's trying to leverage, any sort of popularity you might have with Sir Servus.
You're muted.
I'm gonna give you an orate or courtesy roll, your choice.
Absolutely courtesy.
You before you roll,
Okay.
you're one of the ones that stood as his honor guard. So I want you to test your honor.
All right.
Okay. You can add an 8 to your roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
You, I think, Rain, you speak those words and you can see it on his face, even if, sorry, my words are failing me here. So, you can see the pride on his face, but you see that he's getting to the point where he believes you. He doesn't have a good defense for you because there's nothing that you guys showed him, at least not directly, that would make him would suggest otherwise. And it's at that point, I think, before anything can go further, Heli interjects and says, "You see, my king, he means not to bend the knee. You'll never get this stubborn old man from..." And he turns and he says, "Stubborn? You..." And he starts like insulting Heli right away. He's like, you spoiled, conniving little wench. And he like, he calls her something that like, that would defame her honor. We do have a particular person within a more here. So I think now you're off your game a little bit. So I want you to test your Collis, I want you to test your intrigue -5 or your more. If you fail your more will drop by 1 as you kind of start to see past some of this. Either or, if you fail them, sorry, they have different effects. Let's just start with that. You can pick one or the other.
I'll do the more since it kind of fits a little bit better. Nope.
Okay. Your intrigue or your more will drop by 1. I think you're still in that torn state because you got it between the conflict, right, of what you want versus what your honor is telling you is right. And I think you stay quiet so you can drop your more to Lady Heli by 1.
All right.
Can I interject?
Yeah.
I think Lucius, in normal Lucius fashion, would speak up to interject that I know this potentially is not my place, but I've read a little bit of something about governance, and to whose benefit do we do what the things that we do? It's for the people, and King Nanteleod is trying to unite Britain, so brigands won't be on the roads. I was squired here, and this land does is special in my heart, and I would hope that when I leave it to go fight at war, that war does not start here. For my own sentiment, for the high esteem that I hold both of you in, and for the people who can't defend themselves.
Give me an honor test, good sir.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I see the nervousness in there.
Yeah. Oh shit. I didn't know.
Come on, yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
So
Let's go.
courtesy or orate +8.
Oh yeah, gotta be orate. Gotta be orate. +8.
Let's go.
All right.
Okay. Dude, that would have been a crit without the 8. So, yeah.
Would it?
That's
Would it
wild.
have been? So if bonus, sometimes reserve the right, never with damage, but if I give you a bonus to something and it doesn't crit, sometimes I'll narratively decide that I'll allow the crit through. Let's not throw out words that we don't need to hear on stream. So at that point, with the orate, I think his pride's melting away a bit. because the for the people is very much one of the things that he's about. That's why he's still doing what he's doing. I think Nanteleod
Did my sire not fall protecting you from brigands in your own lands?
I think when like he won't answer because he's famously proud, so he's not gonna admit his wrong. But you know, it's failing right now. Nanteleod will add. I will accept you as a baron, but you must. If you serve me, I will make you a baron. You have my word on that. But you will still be in the Duchy of Glevum. I can't have war in my lands. Certainly not family feuds. I understand these times are hard. Loyalties are strained. The Duke you served, Eldol. He was the finest Kimric I knew. All of Britain looks up to him. Looked up to him. I can offer you this much. And no further. Your choice is this. Or war. Okay, so I'm just gonna see what he does here. Because I think you guys had a couple of really good comments to him. So we'll see. I'm just testing here. Okay. So we got a -10, I think, from the input with Rain and then Lucius and then followed up with Matic. With that, the old man takes a step forward and he drops to one knee. He says, any king that commands the loyalty of these fine knights understands something that many of the lords of Anarchy does not know. Loyalty flows both ways. And I can sense that you know this. You have my sword. Until I cannot wield it any further. And with that, we're gonna wrap. You guys can get an extra 30 glory for witnessing the bending of the knee of Sir... whatever his name is. Sir Ceravez. Yeah.
Ceravez.
Cool. All right, that was a little bit more of a tangent than I thought, but next time for real, we'll be going into war. Let's see how long it's going to take them to mobilize. I'm thinking it's going to be a while. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. So we're going to do...
Quadir yells at Cormac as soon as he's conscious, by the way. What the fuck are you doing? Never do that again. That would...
All right, it's going to take 41 days before they march.
Woo.
Yeah.
41 divided by 7.
Just short of 6 checks.
Yeah.
So does that mean we'll be here in Gleveland for 41 days?
Yes.
Oh, sick.
We're not gonna play it all through, but we can do some vignettes if anyone needs anything, and then so we're off next week. When we're back, though, it's right into war. Well, vignettes, then war in Lambor, and from there. So,
All right.
up the North Road we go.
Yeah.
Does the king care about these mercenaries who are fucking with him, or am I just going to ransom them?
I don't think he'll interrogate. I mean, technically you're right. So
That's
Yep.
fine. I'll give them to him because I think that if there are enemy forces operating in his lands of mercenary nature, try and maybe I can try and find out who hired them and then tell him.
okay.
Yeah.
Let's start with we can address that if that wants to be your vignette while you're in Gleveland. That makes sense.
Sounds good. Yep.
Cool. All right, guys. I hope you had a good time. That was
Always
a lot of fun.
fun.
Yeah. All right, and
Quick question.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Major
wrap the
wound.
stream here first. Then we'll deal with that real quick. I'll talk to you all soon. Thanks for watching.
Thanks
all.
all.